recording. If one missed the class or some Wi-Fi connection interruptions, you can have this. Okay, how many of them know what is the meaning of 9 to 1? You know it. Okay, tell me what is 9 to 1? Grading, we call it band. We call this band. So in this band, you get the result in your result sheet from 1 to 9. You don't get A, B, C, you get 1 to 9. So usually 9 is, just to understanding, it's a A star, the highest mark. And then 8 is also coming A, and 7 is also A, then 6 B, and 5 is like a, let's say, C. So minimum requirement in 2 years, when you sit for the exam and you get the result, the minimum requirement is 5. So below, after that, I mean 4, 3, 2, 1, they are not considered as a result. That means it's not valid. Okay, so then we all try to take more than C. That means we try to take this direction. Our aim for this 2 years, so it was surprisingly, you work hard for 2 years. So you work hard for 2 years, but you are evaluated only for 3 hours and maybe 20 minutes. You work 2 years, evaluation, the test is paper 1, this is 2 hours, paper 2 1 and 20 minutes around, 1 and 15 actually. That's the evaluation 2 papers. So in biology, total marks you get for this paper 110 and this paper 70, it's 180 total marks. From the total marks, now you ask question, so how many marks should I get out of 180 to get 9? It's roughly, it's 145 around out of 180 if you want to get a 9, band 9. So clear, International General Certificate of Secondary Education, that is a very important certificate, first time you get in your life, and the certificate can be used for various purposes, for jobs, for applying a foundation course, and sometimes this is also asking for university entrance. So that's important. And the banding 9 to 1, so we target to get a higher mark like this, and you get a band 9 for the subject. But the band, the total mark may be different from different subjects. For example, maths, 200 out of 200, like 200 you have to get. Not 200, you have to get total marks 200. So 200 out of 150 or 55 around, you get a band 9. So understood your exam and your course you're going to sit for the next 2 years? Any questions?
Excuse me, sir.
I didn't hear well clearly. Could you repeat?
Sir, like what is the minimum result that we can get?
Minimum. For my student in my class, minimum is 9. So you should not target the lower mark. So you should target higher mark always. So don't try to get lower mark. So we all try to get the higher mark. So 8 and 9, we try to get 8 and 9. Minimum is, as I told you, 5. The minimum is 5. That means if you get below 5,
Yes.
it's not a good result. So at least, example, I will tell why minimum we call. Now, if you want to continue science in A-level, the school will ask, do you have a band 5 for chemistry, physics, biology? No. Then you can't do a chemistry, physics, biology in A-level. Like that, they can offer some condition from schools. So that's some kind of a rules you get. So if you have a below 5, then you are going to do foundation course. So you said, okay, I don't do A-level, I'm going to do foundation. Then the foundation course, they ask, do you have a minimum requirement is 5? Do you have a result above 5 or below 5. If you have below 5, it's not a good result.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I just
Sir,
wanted
Yeah, we work hard to get the
to
good result.
know.
Somehow,
sir, I just have one thing. Sir, I
Okay,
have one thing
sir.
to ask.
Like I already.
yes,
Sir, I have one thing to ask you.
yes.
When will this be? When will this exam be occurring? When will you have this exam?
Okay, exam is 2026, sorry, 2027 May June. The exam date is 2027 May June, right?
So how do you know? How do you know the date? It's for all schools.
It's same for all. It's same for all school, and same for all country, and same for whole region. Like the Pakistan, Middle East, Sri Lanka, like all the countries the same day mostly. There's another version. They have like let's say if a student write the paper in Sri Lanka in the day like 10 o'clock in the morning, and then he can tell to a friend in maybe in Saudi Arabia or Dubai, so I got this question. They have a different like that, different paper. So mostly it's a one paper, one time, all school, whole region exam. That's why it's called international exam. It's a one exam for all students.
Thank you.
So many
Thank you for
students, thousands of students, they are sitting for this exam. And another thing, so I told 9 is the highest, or A star. But this is not the highest. There is something existing beyond 9. What is it? That is country prize, regional prize, world prize. So Edexcel Pearson will appreciate the student by offering a certificate and prizes on these categories: country prize, regional prize, and world prize. Those who get the highest mark, the student who got the highest mark in the world, they get a world prize. The student who get the regional prize, for example Asia region, they get a regional prize, and Sri Lanka country prize, they get the highest mark for country prize. So every year they have the ceremony and they announce the student and they give a certificate and awards for the student who got these prizes. So that means more than 9, something existing, keep in mind. Some students are trying and some students are getting it, right? That's all about your exam. And now I will tell you the content of biology. Right, your textbook, you have a unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5 and unit 6. So syllabus is divided into 6 units, unit 1 to 6. So I will tell you what is this unit 1 to 6 content. Unit 1 is basic biology about the variety and it's called the nature and variety of living organisms. That's a very basic things you're going to learn in unit 1. Very basic concept of biology. This one is unit 2 about human body. So you're going to learn about human body in unit 2. This is the largest unit in the syllabus or book, and you're going to learn basically the gas exchange system, digestive system, and the circulatory systems, and the coordination, and the reproductive system, excretory system, all the systems you're going to learn, human body. This one is plant, so you're going to learn all about the plants, and this one is the environment, our surrounding, the ecosystem, birds, animals, how they live, what they eat, and like this. And unit 5, you're going to learn about the genetics, how the information passed from parents to children. genetics. Unit 6, we're going to learn about biotechnology. That means technology with the biology mixed. Technology and biology mixed, and we're going to learn about that. For example, how they produce medicine, how they produce yogurt, how they produce bread. What is we use bacteria, we use yeast, fungus like things. So we're going to learn that, right? Again, basic biology, human body, plant, our surrounding, genetics, and technology, how we use in biology, biotechnology. So usually my method is I am covering the syllabus 1 year. If not, it goes maybe 1 year, 2 months maximum. So I am going to cover the syllabus 1 year, 2 months. After that, we practice past papers. We practice past papers. Right now, I will have a term test in January. So I have the term test in January. I will tell you what are the things coming from the for the term test. So online student under supervision of parents, they had to write, scan, and send it to me. I give the tute. This tute usually we use in the class, and some homework also there. I don't give a lot of homework, right? So I don't give a lot of homework. Instead, I have something else. Next class when you come, I am going to ask randomly question from the previous lesson. Today's lesson, I am going to ask from you randomly, or even online, you have to mic on and tell me the answer. That means you have to keep on studying, right? Okay, all done. So we can start our lesson. Before I start the lesson, I have something important to tell you. So now, meantime, while you are listening to me, you can take your notes book, you can take your pen, pencil, and all these things to you, right? Okay, in my class, any student come to my class, they're going to learn few things. Number one, you're going to take the knowledge. So you're going to improve your knowledge, right? So knowledge is, what is knowledge? This knowledge, basically I call it a theory. The understandable language is knowledge. That means the real education in scientific language is theory. Otherwise, it's a knowledge. The second thing, wisdom. The wisdom is called critical thinking. Right? So first component is the knowledge. The second component is the critical thinking. That means wisdom. Right? So third one, I will tell you later. Right? So now I am going to introduce what is this theory. So what is the critical thinking and this one, right? So now write in your notebook the heading of the lessons. That's unit 1. Unit 1. Unit 1, the variety and the nature and the variety of living organisms. Okay, that's the heading of the lessons. The nature and the variety of the living organisms. The nature and the variety of living organisms.
So may I go to the washroom and come back first?
Yes, of course. So we are starting with very easy lesson. The first one is under this. So subheading is, you can write a subheading here, the characteristics of living organism. Right? Subheading is the characteristics of living organisms. So that's a subheading. The characteristics of living organism is the subheading. The characteristics of living organism. I think most of the students, they know what are the characteristics of living organism. For example, can anyone tell me one characteristic of living organism?
Movement. Movement.
Movement. Okay, now when you say movement, you know rest of the things, right? So we try to remember, when you start with the first one, so that means we try to remember it as
Mrs. Grant.
Very good, Mrs. Grenk. So Gren is okay. I had another one, C, Mrs. Grenk. Right, now you write from top to down, M, R, right, S, G, R, E, N, C. So you can write now this. So first one is, all living organism, they can move. Movement. So living organism can move. Right? That's the first thing you write. You write first one, movement. So when you write in the note, you can decorate your note, you can use different colors. It's maybe I will give a best award for the best note maybe after taking some of the samples of all the students. So I give an award for the student who making the best note, colorful, nice. You can use colors, you can use any artistic effect when you are writing your notes, right? So because you can remember easily when you see it. Now all organisms, they respire. Respire. All organisms respire. Respire means we take glucose into the cell and we use oxygen and glucose, and then we make a chemical reaction to make energy. That process is called respiration. Glucose, you are going to learn detail, glucose, oxygen, take into the cell and we make energy. Then sensitivity. So if you want to check the sensitivity, just pull the tail from the dog. Then you will feel how the dog is sensitive by biting you, right? So that means react. We always react. That we are sensitive. If the sound came, we quickly look at this direction. If something smell is coming, we can smell it nicely. Like all the sensitive things, all organisms are have the sensitivity, and all organisms, they grow. Growth means increasing in body mass. So all organisms, they try to show some increase in the body mass. And all organisms reproduce. Reproduction. Increase the number of organisms is reproduction. So all living things increase their number. And E, excretion. So excretion is removal of some waste product from our body. Example, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide we remove always, that's a waste product. And we all need food, nutrition. All organisms, they eat nutrition. And Next one, constant conditions. So we maintain constant body conditions. So we maintain constant body condition. Example, body temperature is human body 37 degrees Celsius. So constant conditions. Example, human body temperature is 37 Celsius degree. Okay. So this is all the characteristics of living organism, and most of the organism, at least they show 6, 7, 8 characteristics, and many organisms they show all, right? For example, sir, can plant move? They are not walking, except these Harry Potter like movies or Lord of the Rings. Maybe their plants are moving, but they can walk, but usually they are not moving the plants. But there are like small exceptional cases, otherwise they show all. Now the first component is knowledge, is actually this. What does it mean? If I ask you next week, list all the characteristics of living organism, then you're going to tell next week, so I know Mrs. Gregg, moment this one. So that's knowledge. So knowledge is simply, you remember something and keep in your mind, and then you're going to answer. So knowledge is something that you're going to keep in your mind and you're going to answer. So that means you memorize and you store in your brain and you can take it back again. That's a theory of memory. So Edexcel average 40% in the papers, not only biology, all the subjects, 40% is theory. And 60% of the questions come under critical thinking, or called wisdom. So let me introduce what is this critical thinking. So usually wisdom or critical thinking is using your knowledge, and you process your knowledge now. So you just have your information, you process the knowledge, and you assemble something and you come up with a conclusion. That's a wisdom or critical thinking. I will give you one question to show what is critical thinking, right? So I'm going to delete this, and then I'm also going to delete the knowledge. And now we know what is the knowledge. So you understand what is the knowledge and the theory. Now we are the second part, understand what is critical thinking. So critical thinking is like this. I give a question to you, so you provide me the answer. This is a roof, and the roof has 45 degree and 45 degree. That means it's a rectangle, this angle 90 degree. If you add this 45, 45, 90. So this is the house, and this side of the house is A, this side house of the B, right? And it's a very sunny day, no more rains like things, but a little bit of wind. So this side is east, this side is west, this side is east. So wind is blowing from east to west with a 5 kilometer per hour. The wind speed is the 5 kilometer per hour, right? Now on the exactly at this level of the roof, there is the rooster lay egg. So which direction egg is going? A direction or B direction? A.
Direction A.
A. A. Any other answers? So question is, the rooster lay egg, which direction egg is going?
The egg is going. It is going at B.
B. Okay, B. Come on,
No,
no.
it actually it's going to A, because if it's that position, it'll go to A.
Okay, A.
Now, should I say another answer?
Okay,
No.
so critical thinking is a very strong and hard thing you have to develop. There's no lesson teaching critical thinking. Critical thinking is like your brain exercise until your brain come into certain level that you can think. Answer. Do you want to know the answer?
Yes.
Does rooster lay egg?
Yes.
Rooster is a male, right?
Oh,
Rooster is a male. So rooster does not lay egg. You know that.
I don't know. Okay, fine.
Okay, some of them may not, but some know. Okay, doesn't matter. So if it is English, so I don't know the rooster, that's why I can't tell. Okay, that's again fine. But some of the students, they know. Okay, I will tell something else, then it doesn't matter with the English, right? So nothing to do with English. Another critical thinking, what is it? This. So here you have a candle, and you have a lantern, and you have a stove. So I will tell you what is this. Stove is used to cook, the burner, the gas burner, and this one lantern also they can burn to get the light when you're dark. And candle, all of you know the words now. Candle, lantern, and the stove. Now, the room is dark. The room is dark. So you have only one matchstick, right? So matchstick is the one with the box. You just like this, you can burn it. So you have one match. Which one you going to light first? Which one you going to light first? Candle, lantern, stove.
Candle.
Candle, candle,
Yes.
candle,
Lantern.
lantern.
Can you tell me the
Can
options once again? Can you tell me the options once again?
Which one you going to light first? Candle, lantern, or stove? Stove.
I think it's a stone.
Okay. Lantern, candle. So now I have all
The
three
match.
options. Exactly.
Sir,
That's the right answer. That's the right answer. Match. You light first this one. Match.
So yeah, I didn't say my answer yet. So yeah, I made my point.
Yeah, I think I got one answer because then for the sum, sorry, I cannot find because it's difficult for me to find who is answering, and I had to, I can't see the face like things. So it's a match. You light first. Before you going to light this, you light this first, right? So that's a critical thinking. So critical thinking is 60% in the syllabus. That's why the course is 2 years. Now you can understand this course is 2 years because we have to improve our critical thinking. Okay, now you know what is critical thinking, and we will see some of the questions in this tute when you are doing. After you get certain amount of knowledge, we do questions, and these questions, most of the questions are based on the critical thinking, and when it go to the more and more we're going to learn, we have more and more questions to answer, right? Now the third one, so I told you, so after 40 minutes of this lesson, I give a short break, 5-minute break, and we start after 5 minutes, right? So 40 minutes later, you get a 5 minutes break, and then it starts last 40 minutes class. Okay, second lesson under the first, like the nature and variety of the living organism is the main lesson. Under that, second lesson is you can write it's a variety of living organism. Number 2, second lesson, variety of living organisms. Variety of living organism is the second lesson, right? First lesson is characteristics of living organism. First lesson is characteristics of living organism. Second lesson is variety of living organism. Variety of living organism. So write the title, variety of living organism.
So now I have to write. Now we have to study, right? Now we have to make the notes.
You write we wrote the first one, the characteristic of living organism. Now that's the second lesson. We already wrote note for the characteristic of living organism.
Okay, so that's chapter 1, right?
Unit 1, yes, we are doing unit 1. I think in 2 class we can finish unit 1 and then we start part of the lessons from unit 2.
Okay, so why did you put 2 variety of living organisms?
Because
that.
Okay, if you look at your textbook, they have a unit 1, unit 2 like that. Each unit, there are lessons. Unit 1 has 2 lessons. And total, I think total lesson is, can you check the textbook index? I think there are 22 lessons total. It's written on the content of the textbook. So there are 22 lessons if I remember. Total number of lessons. 22, yeah. So 22 mean each unit. So can I have a book, then I will explain. Okay, you see here the textbook, unit 1, there are 2 lessons, and unit 2, it's around 3 to 9, like each unit has 7 lessons. So we covered first lesson and now we are doing second lesson. Like that we are doing the lessons one by one, and I am going to take, after I finish unit 1, I take from here and here some lessons. I take plant nutrition and human nutrition, like not exactly the textbook. We are going according to the specification from Pearson Edexcel, right? So we cover all the lessons of the textbook, but the order is slightly changed based on the specification given by the Edexcel. Right. So I told you one thing. In my class, student will get the knowledge, student will get the critical thinking wisdom. Third one, I am specifically giving to all my students something you don't know. That is called, third one you get, the word is integrity. You never heard this word, integrity. So integrity is everything you need in your life to become a good person. By learning biology, you will never learn how to become a good person. You have a wisdom, you have a knowledge, but without that, you can't perform in your life. So what is integrity? Integrity is to be honest, to be punctual, to be empathy. That means you feel sad about something, some person, to help parents, to do the right things. So honest, right? All these things you can list, whatever we can place under integrity, right? So I don't like sometimes people disconnected because of Wi-Fi problems. Anyway, that's a technology we cannot. So let's say like this, we all should be good people and we all should be honest and empathy like this, right? So example now, so you are waiting in front of the ATM machine to get the money, right? So here is the ATM machine and you are getting the money. And one uncle, he came in front of you now. So then another person, So if you come to get the money to the ATM machine, oh, move, like move. So you can't do that. So then you move, and here the uncle is taking money, and he is maybe in a very serious condition. Maybe his son or daughter in the hospitals, so he has to rush to the hospital to give the money. So he's upset, completely upset. Then he put the card to the machine. And maybe he's so upset about that. Okay, take the card. Then machine is telling you, its display shows take your card back. Is take, and it put the card. It's running now. He couldn't get the money. Then you are behind. You do like that. That's bad. What you have to do? You call, uncle. You left your money. Please take it. So these kind of things, it's a very important thing, and you never learn these things as a subject. I will teach you without knowing to you. You don't know how you learn it. I will teach you that as well. I don't do any lessons for that, but eventually you realize how do you learn that things, right? Okay, so this will, you never know how you're going to learn, but I will do it. That's integrity, right? So that's important thing, variety of living organism. All living organism, we're going to divide into 5 kingdoms. What are the 5 kingdoms? Number 1, bacteria. So I write here 5 kingdoms. Number 1, bacteria. Number 2, protoctist. Number 3, fungi. Number 4, plant. Number 5, animal. So these are the 5 kingdoms, right? So what are the 5 kingdoms? Bacteria, protoctist, fungi, plants, animals. Then again we divide this.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in grade 8, sir, like we learn the 5 kingdoms as prokaryotes, then protoctists.
Yes,
so is bacteria the same as prokaryotes?
Yeah, I'm just about to tell you that you remind me. Okay, so then again we divide these 5 kingdoms into 2. So how we divide? The bacteria as 1, and this 2, 3, 4, 5, another group. So bacteria alone, one group. So what is the name of that group? We call
Prokaryote.
exactly. Prokaryote.
It's a kingdoms. It's a type of kingdom for bacteria.
Yeah, so sometimes people say prokaryote is a kingdom, but now this is the way we do bacteria, protoctist, fungi, plant and animal. And this is bacteria only prokaryote. This 2, 3, 4, 5 come as eukaryotes. What does it mean? Prokaryotes mean the cell has no
It doesn't have a nucleus.
nucleus. Yes. Eukaryotes, they have
It has a nucleus.
Nucleus.
exactly.
So should you write them down?
Yes. Can you copy this one?
So at the end, is it important if we have to send you our notes, my notes?
What do you mean? You don't want to take the notes?
No, is it important to send the notes?
No. Because I will tell you one important thing. All of you, your note is the best note in the world, not others' note. I will send the link to the website. I have a website for IGCSE. I have notes. I have papers. I have a textbook on the website, and I have everything. In notes section, I will upload at least 6 PDF file. You can download. So there are many websites, they have a notes. You can download these notes. So I can, even my version of note is also there. If I will send the link, you can download, print any notes. But best note is your note. Best note is your note. So you make your note the best. no one can compete with your notes, because you know where is it and you know where is this written, like everything you know. So 5 kingdoms: bacteria, protists, fungi, plants and animals. And again, bacteria you can divide into prokaryotes and no nucleus, eukaryotes, protists, fungi, plants, animal, this, and even whatever you can do, even this is fine. Prokaryotes like this. So any decorations you can do it. So that's a cell, and that's also cell.
Okay. Should I draw as a table or just going to draw it normally?
Whatever you like. I mean, it's your creativity. I don't say any special way to do it. So whatever creative, whatever the way you can make it nice, beautiful, you can do it. So this should be here, right? So my way, it's not that great, the drawings and things. So it should be no nucleus, and they have a nucleus.
Thank you.
Also, it's a little bit important to improve your writing speed, because after 2 years, when you write the paper, time management is also important. So writing speed also a little bit of important, and a little bit of handwriting is also important. Edexcel is not very critical about handwriting, but it is better that you write, somebody can read it at least. Okay, the recording one is mostly if you miss something or whatever, then I can manage to send it to you, it's fine. Now, I'm going to ask you a simple question. The difference between prokaryotes and eukaryote is the nucleus. So they don't have a nucleus, they have a nucleus. Using critical thinking now, can you spot another difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes?
Prokaryotes, they don't have any nucleus, right?
That's what
Prokaryotes have flagella. Eukaryotes don't have flagella. Prokaryotes have cell sap, and eukaryotes they don't have cell sap. And yeah, that's all. And prokaryotes are harmful. But eukaryotes are harmful. Protists are harmful. They can be unicellular and they can be amoeba, and amoeba can cause some very bad sickness.
Okay, I ask to use the critical thinking.
Critical thinking? Okay.
I'll tell you, arrow is actually the one at the cell. I love the arrow like this. That is arrow.
That's the flagella. Okay, thank you. Prokaryotes.
Prokaryotes are unicellular and eukaryotes could be multicellular and unicellular.
Okay, some of the things you are telling is fine, but thing is, I gave a simple task to you by looking at this. I mean, you have no knowledge now. You have only let's say you don't learn this before. Now asking from this, they are asking another difference to spot.
Prokaryotes are not cells, while eukaryotes are cells.
Prokaryotes are small, eukaryotes are big.
Yes, yes. So look at this. This is smaller, this is big. This is one cell, this cell is big, this cell is smaller. The prokaryotes are smaller, eukaryotes are larger then. The cells are larger. From the drawing, right? It's just from the drawing, right? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one by one bacteria, protoctis, fungi, plants, animals. So we're going to learn each of the kingdom, the characteristics, like how it looks like, what are the names of them, and what they do, and like this kind of features we're going to list. Okay, so now we just actually finished the class 1 hour, right? Now, do you know how long one can concentrate for a particular task?
20 minutes.
30 minutes.
All right, yes,
Actually-
correct. So it's a like there's no exact number, 20 to 30, maximum 45, like a 40 maximum, like I think 20 to 30, 40
So-
range.
So I think I have the answer. I think a person can concentrate as long as they have the thought and they have the will to do it.
Yeah, but average, I'm asking now, class, we take a 40 student or 20 student, but some may be 20 minutes, some may be 30 minutes, some may be 10 minutes, some may be 50 minutes, some may be 1 hour, some may be like it's different to student there. So why is this? Because it's become like same thing. Oh, I'm going to learn bacteria. Okay, list. Protoctis, like this. Fungi, we're going to list like that. So what I do actually, I am tell you something different to science. So it goes on break and break like this, not continuously. So it's just a small exercise, and then together with the biology lessons. So I'm going to ask this simple question. Why do you learn? What is the purpose of your education? Why do you learn?
Purpose of my education.
Why do you learn? Simple, we like it simple. Why do you learn?
So we can use this for future.
Okay.
Survive.
So I could be a better student and get to score high grades.
Yeah.
Oh, but then you could use it for future. In case if you want to be a doctor, you have to use this biology. How would you be a doctor without knowing how to basically put a plaster on someone's hand when it's broken, or to wash it before putting the plaster? Because if you put the plaster, then there'll be a chance the bacteria will be inside the plaster and blah blah blah.
Okay. So basically, to do a good job and use the knowledge in your job. So what else? The previous class, one student told, so I learned because my mother forced me. Right? So basically, I mean, we understand that we learn to get the knowledge and the wisdom, so you can use this in the future for your life and for the society. So you can help society and good for your life. And we can't say like this, I need good money, so I learn and make a good job and I get a good money. So it's not nice to say like that, right? So we all need money, but there is a way, right? So now I'm tell you, so write this before I'm going to tell bacteria. So write a small heading bacteria, first kingdom bacteria. First kingdom is bacteria. First kingdom is bacteria. And what you do now, you just list few things. So I'm going to tell few things. You just write as a whatever you like. Let's say you can write simple A, simple B, simple C, or one. If you want the Roman numbers or whatever, you can write. So there is a message. So first thing we're going to write this word, Bacteria are right under this. They are unicellular. So within bracket you write, what is the meaning of unicellular? One cell or single
Only
cell.
one cell.
Yeah, one cell or single cell. One cell or single cell. Right? Right. The second thing you're going to write. So I just draw this one. The one cell mean, I just draw it like this. That's a bacterial cell. And this one is, we call cell membrane.
Flagella.
Membrane.
Cell membrane.
Teacher,
And
sir,
this one
what?
is
Flagella.
called cytoplasm.
Oh.
Right?
What about the flagella? What about the
We'll draw
flagella?
it. We'll draw it, right? And the second point you have to write, they have cell wall. They have cell wall. They have cell wall. Second one, they have right? They are unicellular. The second one is they have cell wall. And you know, all cells, there is a very important molecule. So all cells have very important molecule. When it comes to molecule, you know, there are so many of molecule. Oxygen is a molecule, water is a molecule, carbon dioxide is molecules. So we can list so many molecules. There is a one molecule which is the most important molecule in the world for living organism. This molecule is known as deoxyribose nucleic acid. So the molecule name is deoxyribose nucleic
Ribose acid.
acid. It's called DNA. Abbreviation is DNA, right? Now the DNA molecule shape, the shape of the DNA molecule for the bacteria is, it's a circular. So you don't see like circle like this, right? But it just turn around that, and there's a no end, right? No end mean it's a circular, right? So this bacteria has a circular DNA, right? This one is a circular DNA, also called nucleoid. Another name is given, nucleoid, right?
What's a new?
The third point, right? They have circular DNA. Circular DNA. Within bracket, you can write nucleoid. 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 So maybe you want to write this one, deoxyribose nucleic acid is abbreviation for DNA. So you can also write that. Same place you can write DNA is deoxyribose nucleic acid. Deoxyribose nucleic acid is the DNA. DNA
So
is,
after you explain, so is it okay after you explain I'm going to draw it, or while you explaining I'll draw it?
no, we draw at the end, right? You draw at the end. You just write the point first and make the
How-
drawing at the end.
How can I write the point? How can I write the point?
Just write one by one on your notebook.
The part of this?
This is the third one, right? So first one, they are unicellular. They have a cell wall. And the third one, I said they have a circular DNA. Third one.
Okay, there's no fourth one?
The fourth one, you can write fourth one again. They also have, fourth one, they also have they also have small DNA molecule called plasmid. DNA molecule called plasmid. And the fifth one, so I'm going to also show something like this, a tail-like structure. The tail is called a flagellum.
Flagella.
Yeah. So they also have, right, the fifth one, they also have flagellum.
Why do you pronounce it flagellum?
Okay, flagellum is singular, and if you have several, we call it flagella. That's a plural. Singular and plural,
Then,
right? So flagellum is singular, flagella is a plural.
okay, then like, okay. What is flagellum is only in some bacteria. It's only used to move. As other bacteria in yogurt, I'm not sure whether they have flagellum.
No. Some certain things we don't find in all bacteria, but I'm showing you the typical picture, like typical bacterial cell. That means it shows everything. But if you take different bacteria, maybe you don't see the flagellum-like things. So this is something to understand. The bacteria represent whole kingdom, right? Okay, now I continue to explain you the value of education, right? So I cannot tell you in a single word value of education, but I tell this story. So this story goes back to 1930, 1940 around. So it's quite many years back, 1930, 1940 around. So let's say 1940, that means probably around 80, 90 years ago, there was a boy, he was very poor in his family is also poor, and the boy is also poor because the father is a farmer, and he has a small area for grapes. So that's in mostly the story goes to Italy, and in Italy they have a small land to grow the grapes, and they sell the grapes to get the money, and this money used for their living. So one thing is when the boy has to go to school, but this is also interrupted. That time there is a world war going on, and as a result that also interrupted, and he has to help his father many times. So the education is interrupted many times, so he could not learn well, because it's not his fault, because the problem of the surrounding and his family. So if someone cannot like to learn, I like to learn, but somehow because of the war and the family situation I could not learn. So then maybe it's like a kind of a suffering from his mind, but he's not that kind of a boy that to suffer. He's looking the opportunities to work and learn. So whenever he gets opportunity, he learn, because he know the value of learning. Unfortunately, when he become like the teenager and maybe a young adult boy, like 1820s, so then the situation went very bad, the war situation. Due to some reason which he had not done, he has to go to prison, to the jail. So when the war prison or whatever he become at that time, so the prison is not a place that you can enjoy and you can listen to your music and sleep like place. So they had to work. So they had to work for themselves and they had to work for the others. That prison is particularly important because they repair the machines. For example, warcraft, aircraft, the movable tanks, engines, and jeeps, and the trucks like things. That's a repair station also. So now he got an opportunity to learn about the machines, the movable machines. So as many prisoners, they had to work daytime, and they have to repair the machines, they have to remove the engines, so they have to learn how the wheel. But you know, when it comes to learning, some learn passively. Okay, I don't like this, it's boring, I just fix it, that's it, I don't want to do much, I go and do something else. But this boy is a very determined, and he actually went on and went on. He learned, and then he just get all the things from the machines, and he learned to the excellent level. That means if you learn to get a band number 9, that means the highest level you can learn. So you get a good mark. So that kind of a learning is the highest level, and he actually learned to that level about these machines like things. So with the time pass, he went home, because all the prisoners, they get excuse or pardon, and they went home. Okay, now point number notes 6. We had to write point number 7. 6. Okay, now, so there are little thing inside the cytoplasm. It's not a haunted place or abandoned place. There are little things need for the cell's activity. So there is a small things, round shaped dots like thing we do, and I label it. The name is ribosome. Okay. Then you write, they have ribosome, they have ribosome, they have ribosome, ribosome, they have ribosome, which produce proteins, which produces protein. Now you see, bacteria wants to make protein. This is the place they make protein. The ribosome is the place they make proteins. Not only
So why does the
bacteria.
bacteria need protein? Is it like animals? Is it like animals?
Now you will see, protein is everything. For example, protein make enzyme. Right? Protein make
Enzyme
enzyme.
is, but there are reactions occurring inside this one.
Yeah, they need enzyme. So the cytoplasm, if the reaction take place in the cytoplasm, they need enzyme. So enzyme produced by this the ribosome, and some of the structures from the flagellum, proteins. So this protein is produced by the ribosome, and some of the component of the cell wall made by the ribosome, the proteins. So our body, even in any organism body, the main component is proteins. So our muscles are proteins, our enzymes are proteins, our hormones are proteins, and our hair, nails, they have a keratin proteins. Because protein is very important molecule of a living organism, and there is a separate place to make the protein. Right? And the last thing we're going to write, they have, write it, the last point, they have a slime capsule. So out of the cell wall, there's a sticky layer called slime capsule.
So so far you have given me 6 points, right? Right?
I think you missed one, 7, no, total? Yeah, we had 7.
Yeah. No, the last one is they have a slime capsule. That makes it 7, or that makes it 8.
Okay, that's fine. If it is less, that's not good. But if you have a little bit more, you split one sentence into 2, it's okay. So now, can you draw this structure under the note? Can you draw the bacteria, typical bacterial cell? Typical bacterial cell.
Oh, okay. So I just want to write one more fact, because I forgot to write. The typical bacteria cell is, ribosomes create
Protein.
I'm gonna create protein.
Protein, yeah.
No, I already did that. Sorry.
Draw it a little bit bigger, right? Don't draw it very small, so you cannot label it properly if you make it very small. So draw it a little bit bigger and you can label properly then.
Lovely.
Okay, in 2 minutes the session is over, online session is over. So you can join after taking small break, like a 3 minutes break. Take some water, washroom, whatever you want to go, and refresh and come back. After this session, after 40 minutes, so we are going to end in 2 minutes. Just join after 3-4 minutes later. So I am activate, you can wait in the waiting room, then I add you again. Very small break. I also drink some water, I need water. So then ribosome, cytoplasm, and that's I forget to label cell wall, I think, cell wall. Cell wall.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
In a normal cell, usually the DNA is stored in the nucleus. So, in the bacteria cell, where it's just there.
Yeah, we said they don't have a nucleus. So it's in the cytoplasm, right? So we said bacteria don't have a nucleus. So that's a DNA, it's in the cytoplasm. Then the location is cytoplasm, the DNA molecule, not in the nucleus. DNA molecule is located in the cytoplasm, not in the nucleus, because nucleus means there is another membrane, make it round, make it covered, like this whole part is covered. That one is not in the bacteria. So we can say it's in the cytoplasm.
Okay, thank you, sir.
We start, right? Right now the boy came home. Remember? Yeah. So he came home, and what he can do now, so he helped his father better than before, because he is a little bit of a bigger. And what he did, actually he made some machines for his father's farm, like a small movable machines, and some machines they can take to the farmland, and they can soften the soil like things. So he started to move because he has the knowledge. He uses his knowledge to make this kind of a thing, buying some parts and all these things, and it's getting better and better and better. So he's getting more and more powerful now. So now the people who are living in this village, they also ask, so can you also make a machine for me? So then he tried to make machine for them. So he has a small yard now. He's a little bit bigger. With the time, actually he now, father is not working in the farm, because he get enough money to save his family. Because father is old now, father don't work now, I can earn money for you, don't work now, you work hard for us. So I will work for you and we get the money. So then at one point the boys really has some money. When you are a little bit of like a teenager or a little bit of a young boy and you have money, what do you like to buy? What is the most preference things about the boys to buy? I think I have seen one of the profile pictures of this WhatsApp group. They use this kind of a thing that they want to buy or they want to use. So why these all lines are silenced now? So what the boys would like to buy if you have money?
Pass.
Cars, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think I can't remember the name, but some of the profile picture there is a Bugatti car. Cars. Then the boy asked, mother, I would like to buy a car, but is it okay to buy the car because we need money? No, son. So you earn your money and now we have enough money. It's your money, you can buy a car. Then he bought a car. Not BYD, right? Not the Chinese car BYD now on the roadside, not that one. He just bought a car. So then when he using the car, at sometimes he feel there's trouble, there's some problem with the car. So with little problem he can fix. And one day he got a big problem in the engine. So he was not happy. This is a new car and there is already problem in the engine. So I will do it. So he took it to his yard and he tried to remove it, the engines. When he removed the engine, he found there is something wrong with the design. So he knows the machines, he knows the engines, but he found that's wrong what they did. The design is wrong. That's why the engine always get in the problem. So then he has to go into company again. Then when you walk into the company, and that time they know the people who bought the cars and by the name, oh Mr. Yes, you are from that village, right? So you have a farm, right? You are a farmer. Basically, yes, I'm a farmer. So it's very nice that you bought our car and we are very happy. So how is it? Can I meet the owner of this company? And then he said, you want to thank him, no? Good, come. Then the owner is working and then just walking around. And he said, he is the owner. Then he said, sir, can I have a word with you? Yes. And then come to my place. Yeah, then he came. Sir, I am here actually to tell about something about your cars. When I had the problem, I removed the engine and I found that it was done wrongly. So he told only that. The car owner get angry, right? So car owner get angry, and what he said? Get out of my office!
Sir, I just came and why did you say this to me?
So we just continue the story, right? So then he just called, get out of my office. Then he chased him. So when somebody insulted you, somebody told bad about you, you get so much of energy inside, even you can hit him. So you can tell him again something badly to him, but this guy is all silence, he went. So he went home, poor guy now, because he wanted to say something, but the owner insulted him and chased from his place. So how he's inside of his heart, the sadness. So
How many kilos?
So many kilos, yeah. So then, so if somebody, your friend or your teachers or someone relatives badly insulted you, what you do?
Don't respond.
Yeah, don't respond, but it's something you can respond differently. But at the moment you don't respond, but you can respond differently. That person will never say again like that kind of a thing to you, because you change and you showed something that you are not that such person. You are a person, you are not to insult like that. Okay, so we go to back to the lesson. So I hope you completed this diagram. Still we had to write 3 more things or 2 more things under this diagram to cover the bacteria. Write point number 8 or 9, whatever. Continue under the diagram. What's the point? Number? 8. 8. Now you write some bacteria are pathogen. So I write the word for you, pathogen.
Pathogen.
Pathogen. Now the meaning of pathogen is gen mean make, patho mean disease. The meaning of patho is disease, gen mean make, right? So within bracket you can write the meaning of this pathogen: can cause disease, can cause disease, can cause disease, can cause disease. Now in your textbook, throughout the textbook, there are 2 names of the bacteria. So one bacteria causes disease. This bacteria name is pneumococcus.
So sorry to interrupt, but in the book there is something about plant cells and animal cells. Are we going to learn about it?
Yeah, we're going to learn. Don't worry. We're going to learn one by one. So we're going to learn everything. So you write here pneumococcus. Example, right? Example, the disease pneumococcus. Some bacteria are pathogens. That means they can cause disease, pneumococcus. The name is pneumococcus. So in front of the pneumococcus you can write lung, they infect lung, infection, lung infection. Pneumococcus, lung infection. Point number 9. Point number 9. Some bacteria are useful. The second name of the bacteria in the textbook, some bacteria are useful.
Lactose.
Lactobacillus. Yeah, lactobacillus. Lactobacillus.
Used in yogurt and Lebanon project. Yeah.
Lactobacillus. And in front of that, you write yogurt production. Use in yogurt production. Use in yogurt production.
No, is it the full name?
No, we don't go full name. Like there are 2 names scientifically. Like human is Homo sapiens, so we only use one name. So it's okay to know only one name, because otherwise you can Lactobacillus bulgarians, like the second name is like that. So it's okay to learn O levels one name, first name is okay. Third, the last point, the 9 or 10. The last point, 9 or 10. Most bacteria are the word we use, decomposes. Most bacteria decomposes. So meaning of decomposes is, you can write
break down dead organism and plant remains.
So within bracket you can write recycle. Decomposes are recycle Dead,
Excuse me,
dead
sir.
bodies.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you read the
Can you read?
can you read the 10th point again?
Decomposes.
Yes, sir. The last one.
Okay, they are decomposes. Within bracket you write recycle, called recycle dead bodies.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, we have finished the bacteria part. Before I forget to tell you, so please do the homework. So the there's a small homework to do, right? So first, it's page number 2. Page number 2. This is actually exam question. All are past paper questions. Page number 2. There's a small question and do it at home. Page number 2. That's a homework, right? Small homework to do. So that's page number 2. Page number 2, you have a small homework to do. Yes, yes. Oh, just homework is written. Question number 1, homework. Only just this page.
Question number 2, page number 3, right?
No, question number 1. Question number 1, homework.
Let me see. Okay, question number 1 is for homework.
Yeah, that one you do.
So is that something we learn this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of confusing, but I think I used critical thinking. This does not require critical thinking. I have just remembered.
For that, no.
I have decom-
These are very basic questions, right? The theory. That will come later, don't worry. The hard question will come in the future, right? Then the next, second kingdom, protoctist. 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 Okay, we write number 1. Point number 1. They are unicellular. They are unicellular. Now you know unicellular, one cell, right? Or multicellular. Multicellular means many cells. Many cells. Multicellular, unicellular or multicellular. Okay. Number 2. Number 2. I hope all of you know this word, right? Because you learn in lower class. So you learn this word photosynthesis. You know, right? All of you? Okay.
Yes.
Then you write some can do photosynthesis. Yeah. Some can do photosynthesis. Only some, not all. Some can do photosynthesis. Some can do photosynthesis. A third one. Some are pathogen. Some are pathogen.
Is it like amoeba?
Yeah. So we write. So we list now. We're going to list important protoctist. Right. So first one, amoeba. The first example is amoeba. Amoeba. So it's
There are the pathogens.
no, just list example, right? Example of protoctist.
Okay.
That's a single cell. Number 2, chlorella is also single cell.
So number 1 is amoeba and number 2 is chlorella.
Chlorella, number 2, chlorella, they're also single cell. And third one, plasmodium,
Plasmodium. I do not know what is plasmodium.
single cell. And the plasmodium is very important because it make a disease in human. The plasmodium is very important. It make a disease in human, and the disease is quite high in the world, like certain parts it's very high. So it is transmitted by mosquitoes, just like some of the other diseases. And the name of the disease is, does anyone know? The disease?
I think this
Not
one
dengue.
is cancer.
Dengue?
Malaria.
Malaria.
Cancer.
Yes. Malaria.
Are you oh my god.
Malaria.
Okay. Malaria.
Malaria. Malaria is a disease which caused by the plasmodium. This is characterized by high fever and you can't eat, and your blood is a little bit getting low in your body like that. So it's a quite not a good disease. So we don't have, luckily in Sri Lanka, we don't have malaria, but African countries, this is common in African countries, malaria, and some other part of the world. And it's very old disease because they found some of the famous people died in the history, their bodies have the plasmodium. So those bodies, they found plasmodium, and they scientists thought these people died because of malaria. Example, one of the Egyptian king is called Tutankhamun. So he actually died with the malaria. So they found the
Oh, okay.
right now. Next one, fourth one, algae. Algae, and they are multicellular. So algae is very common in waterlodge area. They are green and they're growing on the water layer, on the top of the water layer, green color one, and they are protoctist algae. Algae. Okay, now the boy is still suffering, and he is not upset about this. He bought a car from this company, and the company owner insulted him. That's bad. But the company owner he has so much of ego that he did not care about the farmer, because he's just a farmer. And then he asked, who is this guy? He's a farmer. The farmer, why he can complain about our machines? How can he do that? So we can't judge people by looking on the levels. So all are humans. The human cannot judge by the appearance. If someone come with a very ragged cloth and someone come with a very nice suit, so we don't know the person inside this cloth, but we can't judge by the cloth. So that's what he did. So finally, then this boy, he tried to revenge, not in a bad way, in a good way. So when somebody insulted you, like saying that you are stupid, you can't study, it's very bad. If you tell like, okay, I will show sir one day that I am going to the top in the world, that's the revenge you get. That's the thought you get to do that. So he actually just went into the yard, and he's mostly spending there and not much coming up, but he's busy with something. So that mother noticed that he's doing, yes, are you okay, or something wrong with you? No, mother, I'm trying to expand our business or do something to better in the future, because it's not easy sometimes because the world is changing. So we also have to change according to these changes in the world. Now, third kingdom, we're coming to the third one. So protoctist is over. It's not much about protoctist. Not like a bacteria, we just learn a little bit more about bacteria, and we don't learn too much about protoctist, but we learn a little bit more about next one, fungi. Third kingdom, fungi. Right? So point number one, they are unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular or multicellular. Some are one cell, some are many cells. Now we draw a small picture under that. So this is the fungi. That's yeast. That's the unicellular one, is yeast. And I'm going to draw the multicellular one. So that's a piece of bread. So that's a piece of bread. Sometimes we can see fungus growing on the bread like this. So this is, name of this fungus is mucor. So this is unicellular, this is multicellular. So can you draw this picture under the point 1? Mucor is a fungus. Usually they grow on rotten bread or old bread, and yeast cell is the unicellular. Yeast is unicellular. Mucor is multicellular. So yeast, and that's the name of the fungus, very important to remember, mucor. Okay.
I should do this.
Done? Okay, you copied this, right? So we are reaching to the most of the time end of the class. Now after the boy's story, I'm going to close the story. So after 9 months of hard working, he made his own car. So he gave a name to his car, and he just after 9 months, so he made his own car. The car name is Peruccio Lamborghini. The car name is Lamborghini. And he defeated his car, the Ferrari. The one he used is Ferrari car. Enzo Ferrari is the person scolded, insulted him, and he defeated him by making a better car, Lamborghini. That's the story of him, right? So that's over the story, today's one, and the second point, right? Second point. So we have a few minutes to write the second point. They have a cell wall. They have a cell wall. They have a cell wall. They have a cell wall, which is made out of the special name called chitin. They are made out of chitin. The cell wall is made out of chitin. Chitin. Next point, they store carbohydrate. They store carbohydrate. They store carbohydrate as, there's another new name. The name is glycogen. The name is glycogen. They store carbohydrate as glycogen.
Excuse me, sir. What is glycogen?
The storage of carbohydrate. The glycogen is storage form of carbohydrate. For example, the carbohydrate we eat, starch. Starch is example of carbohydrate. So carbohydrate is a group of molecules. Under that, example, starch. Sugar. Sugar is also kind of a carbohydrate. Glycogen is another form of carbohydrate they store in their cells. The fungi, they store carbohydrate as glycogen.
They store them in their cells.
They store in the cells, yeah, inside the cells. They store carbohydrate as glycogen. Okay, just to summarize today's lesson, we started Unit 1 and we did characteristics of living organism, Mrs. Grenk. After that, we start to learn second one, variety of living organism, 5 kingdoms. So first kingdom is bacteria, second kingdom is prototists, third kingdom is fungi, fourth kingdom is plant, fifth kingdom is animals. Then again, these 5 kingdoms divide into 2, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes, they don't have a nucleus. Eukaryote, they have a nucleus. Then we listed bacteria characteristics, prototist characteristics and their names, and fungi we haven't complete. Next week we're going to complete fungi and plant and animal. Then we starting second part, that's about the cells and the plant animal cells and the molecules next week. So please read the note, study the note, and come next week. So I am going to ask question by naming. I name you and ask, please tell answer for this, like that few questions, and also do the homework, just small homework to do, and we'll continue next week the class. And thank you very much for all of you today joined for the class, and I wish you a good night and a good time. See you again next week. Bye.
Good night, sir. Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Good night, sir. Bye.
God bless you, sir. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.